Hi, my name is Dinah Roseberry, and I've been reading the tarot and oracles for over 30 years. I'm offering a 3+2 tarot card reading that includes a basic pendulum clearing for the space I'm reading in, the cards I'm using, me, and you. The table I'm using for the reading is a family antique, and the covering to lay the cards on was presented to me by my grandmother when personally stitched. This means that my space is very sacred for me, and my readings are stronger because of my surroundings. You may or may not know that I also channel light beings, and they are the ones who help me with the clearing and external messages. I do the clearings because it dispels negative programming that may be running in our backgrounds, things that we no longer need and that slow us down in life. It makes for a richer reading too. The reading itself, though a 3-card one, is not a past, present, future. I can do that if you like, but I've chosen to have the first card give a background on the situation you are asking about and how you are relating to it. The second card tells me significant factors affecting your situation, whether they're good or bad, and the third card I strive for next steps. Sometimes you won't get a next step, but guidance of another kind. But we hope for a knowing of what to do next, don't we? The 2 extra cards, the +2, are advice cards that are read together. They cover the gamut, but they will have something to say that needs to be said. I'm always hopeful that the light beings will add something in. I can't promise that, but if they do, I will tell you it's from them and not the cards. I'll be using a traditional Rider-Waite deck. I do sometimes, though, use clarification cards from other decks. I'll provide your reading within 24 hours or less. The timing part was the most difficult to decide upon for this venture because I do have a full-time job. I'm the senior editor for a Mind, Body, Spirit publishing company, and I do have a couple tarot decks out for myself. Anyway, if you call me on a weekend, it's likely to be a quicker turnaround, but if you contact me on a Monday morning, I won't even see your question until Monday night. Just wanted you to understand about the timing. Now, back to you. I read for 4 different topics, and you are to choose only one. That way the reading is sharp and helpful to you. The choices are 1, work or career, obviously anything about your working world. 2, relationships or romance. This can be any kind of relationship, even pets. Number 3, money or finances. And 4, strategies, the how-to of something. Please note that I don't do health topics. I believe because of my own health issues, I get those mixed up with those of the person I'm reading for, and therefore I just find them sometimes off, so I've not been offering those. A 1-sentence description can be helpful to me, but it's not necessary. I generally read these topics. But if you're willing to tell me just a bit more, it gives me something to help me interpret the messages that come to me. For example, my boyfriend has left me. What's going to happen with the promotion at work? Should I buy a house? How do I decide what to do about my dog's bad behavior? If you would like to know more about me and my background, stop by my website, browse around, and feel free to engage me. That's www.roseberrybooks.com. I'm really looking forward to reading for you. Now, if you've made it this far, let me give you just a sample of how I read for 1 card. This was a 1-card reading for a friend of mine, and it basically goes like this. The card I've pulled for you is the 7 of Swords. Now, this is a card about escaping undetected. So maybe there's something you're trying to get away with, or somebody around you is trying to get away with something. There's a secret kept, or someone's up to no good. It could be them, but you know what? It could be you too. So you got to ask yourself, is it me? Is it you? It looks like there's going to be something going on while your back's turned. Now, if you look at the picture and you see the gentleman walking away with swords trying to get away with something, that really tells you exactly what this card is going to be about. Now, for relationships, it's about sneaking around going on in a relationship. But it could also just mean that there's somebody around you in a relationship that's not telling you everything that you need to know. I would like to suggest that just in case it's you that's hiding something, you want to make sure that you can act swiftly and quietly if you get caught. You got to have a good story, and it's got to be fast. But you also have the right to remain silent if you absolutely think that you don't want to tell someone something. You have the right to remain silent. Speaking of having the right to remain silent, one thing that could go along with this would be something like a speeding ticket or some kind of parking violation or something related to that. That whole silence connects to the law enforcement side as well. So Just act swiftly and quietly and decide who's the one that's sneaking around. Okay, so that's it for the one card sample. This is Dinah Roseberry signing off.